This is Julie at Love's Beginning with a blog post called Having Everything, Needing Nothing. You come to look at your beloved if you are in relationship and say, "This being can never fulfill me." From The Way of Mastery, Part 2, The Way of Transformation by the Shanti Christo Foundation. We thought you might like to know that you have no needs. Isn't that nice? We say this intentionally, knowing that we're going to trigger you at exactly those points where you're ready for release. We love how trigger has become a popular reference in your culture. What a perfect way to shine a light on reactivity. You receive so much so easily, and you never need anything from anybody. Take a look at the subtle or overt ways in which you weave neediness into your relationships. Are there ways in which you think you couldn't do without any particular thing? Any particular person? What do you actually need from anyone else? Whenever you become convinced that you definitely need something in particular from somebody, take a moment to seriously question that assumption. What could you possibly need that the all of all wouldn't supply to you lovingly? What could you possibly need that wouldn't flow to you naturally and with ease? Watch the sense of resistance, the attachment to egoic consciousness that arises in reaction to these questions, and watch it dissolve. We never need to extract anything from anybody. This is all about accessibility. If you trust the whole to give you absolutely everything you need, you never need pressure one of your divine siblings to supply a lack. Lack doesn't exist, but it is part of the illusion you're choosing to experience. Abundance washes away lack when you are willing to have the sense of lack removed from your experience. Would you like to let go of it? Is there any reason to continue to see lack in yourself, in your brothers and sisters? The whole always provides everything that is needed. If you work harmonically with the whole as an inextricable part of the whole, you play the perfect role in a beautiful dance of giving and receiving that requires no effort. There has been a time when you tried to get something from someone. Feel into the energy of that. Visiting the past is healing when you bring forgiveness to it. This being convinced that you need is a phase of your evolution on a timeline. It was never wrong. You're leaving it behind now. It's going to melt away. Approach this moment with innocence, wonder, and curiosity. If you do, your future springs from that energy. Think of a time when you predicted someone else's future. You decided who this person was, what she was like, and what a likely outcome would be for her. Think about what it would mean for all others in your experience if you didn't define them. What if you approached their futures with innocence, wonder, and curiosity too? Your interpretation of other people's experiences and likely outcomes is only a reflection of what you are allowing or not allowing for yourself. You can make it very easy for yourself and not have to figure any of that out. You could give it all up to the safety of the whole. Consider the popular idea of energy vampirism, the idea that someone in a, quote, lower vibration could possibly drain you and rob you of your, quote, higher vibration experience. From the broader perspective of the non-physical, energy vampirism is a real seeming experience provided by the egoic attachment of both parties, the drainer and the drainee. You're working together toward the same end. Allow any resistance to this idea to come up if you have had very realistic experiences of feeling drained. Who hasn't? But needing to see another separate entity as responsible for the experience you chose and provided for yourself, that keeps you in disempowerment, and then you wonder why you feel as if you have unfulfilled needs. Can an apple take anything from itself? You and the one starring as the vampire are part of the same whole. You're differentiated, but it is not actually possible for you to be in true conflict with each other. You can enact a pageant of conflict, however. Once you realize the flavor of this acting, it will begin to feel false. It will drop away because you won't believe all the supporting beliefs that made the realistic experience of victimization possible. As you gaze upon the ideas of neediness, yours and what you project upon others, We are beside you and surrounding you as you see through the illusions you chose. We are expanding along with you as you allow yourself to expand into the stability of the wholeness you and all others truly are. Thanks for joining me.